Welcome to my channel. It's Laura and this is the tea time with Laura. I have my Japan green tea and I also have a few good topics that I thought why not to discuss. Last week I was actually struggling a lot and I wrote down a few topics that I thought we should talk about a little bit. And I think it would be interesting for you guys. These are now few tips that really helped me during my recovery journey and I'm practicing a lot. They can be maybe helpful for you guys too. And sorry, excuse my hair. This is wet still. Just got back from showering. The first one is how to stop calorie counting. Well, in my opinion, first,
I still sometimes count calories more than sometimes. I still count them a lot, just to be honest. It's not a good habit. I really don't want to do that, but I'm still working on it. Just you guys to know, this is also helping me, not just you, and we are in this together, so.
First, I actually didn't stop calorie counting. What I did and do till this day is I wasn't counting any calorie during the day. Okay, so I ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, and when I was lying in my bed I counted the calories and make sure I have all my calls in, but I was like struggling also during the day, but I didn't let myself count any. And when you're counting in your bed, you can't actually change the thing, so everything you ate is in you. It helped me to accept the amount of food I ate. Helped me the next day that, oh, I'm actually allowing myself to eat this because I'm hungry and this is a sign that my body needs food. So it was actually good and it worked for me. I'm not saying it will work for you, I'm just saying my experience. Binging, I think a lot of us are struggling with all or nothing thinking, which is obviously a bad thing. Well, I definitely do, and it's so hard to get over it. What I did and do, I really do this, and I think that's actually a good thing. I started counting my points. Like, this sounds weird. I have my ED brain and have my own brain, which is great, which allows dancing, drawing, creativity, acting. That's me. And I also have my brain which only focuses on food and what she eats and all this shit. Like, it's a match. ED brain versus my brain. And in the end of the day, I wanted my brain to win. So when I binged, the reason why I binged is because I have an eating disorder. Don't call it binge, let's call it extreme hunger. The reason why I ate crazy amount of food and have extreme hunger because I have an eating disorder, I was restricting for so long and that's my body's natural reaction. Obviously, what I would do is binge and then restrict for so long and then binge again. But when I binged was a point for my ED. Just as restricting. So if I skip breakfast, that's a point for my ED brain. But if I binge, that's also a point for the ED brain.
Then, my ED brain is more up than my personal brain. So then I eat dinner, which is a point for Laura, which is normal because normal people eat dinner. And that's a point, and we're here. So binge and then eat dinner. That's balance. Obviously, our brain would tell us that balance means binging and after restricting, but for you, binging and dinner, that's balance. Because I all go back on track and want to live a normal, healthy life with a diet, and a healthy diet, and it means when I binge, after binging, I have to get myself at 0, and I have to restrict a lot to go to the place when I can start a healthy diet. But I realized I don't have to go any further, I don't have to lose weight to live a healthy diet, and I can go back on track right now, so I don't have to wait for days, starving for days, and then start a healthy diet. because after I binge, I can start, okay, I binged, that's for my ED, and now at this freaking minute, I start to live my healthy life of trying. So I eat a healthy amount of dinner, I maybe have a night snack, I'm not sure, and then a normal breakfast, and then a normal lunch, a normal dinner, and
You don't have to make up for the things you binge because that's a normal reaction. And actually that's a point for your ED. So if you start restricting, that's way more point for your ED. And if you eat dinner, that's a big point for your real brain, and that's awesome. The day to start a new life, a healthier, happier life, you can start it right now. You can be back on track right now. So, next tip, which is the third tip I think, is surround yourself with positive people. Mean girls and dieting culture could be so triggering and so bad. That's obviously around you, but if you start looking at your Instagram and start exploring these amazing girls with body positivity and happiness and positivity, and who will tell you there is life over 2000 calories, or there is life after an eating disorder or anorexia, there is always life, and whatever you've done today, if you eat crazy amount of food, I mean really crazy, there is life after that. If you gain weight, you can live, you can be still happy without losing that.
Kelsey Brennan said that once, if you feel like you start comparing in the street to a girl, like she's walking next to you and, oh my god, I wish I was her, I wish I looked like her, I wish I had her life. Be her best friend and see she's no better than you. You're no less than her, and be her best friend. Get close to her and realize that your life, your body, your personality is just as good as hers.
Okay, so my next tip is probably one of the hardest to accept, which is healthy or pretty is a compliment. For me, it was a huge one when I gained some weight and someone said, oh my god, look, you look so good, or you look so much healthier and I'm proud of you.
My brain were like, oh my god, you're so fat, and they're just telling you to, because they wanted to make you fat, and you probably look so bad. And when someone said I was pretty, I freaked out. I still do sometimes, because I can't take it as a compliment. They told me I'm pretty, and it means I'm fat somehow, which is the worst thing ever. Just think about it, being pretty is probably one of your goals, but for you, pretty means a whole different thing. I understand that, I really do. So my tip is to believe me when I tell you pretty and healthy is awesome. Healthy means you're allowed to do everything with your body, and you're allowed to be happy, and you're allowed to just think about how many happy and healthy girls are amazing. Why you should be different. You can be so unique in your own way, and you don't have to change yourself. And everyone can tell you everything. Just be confident and tell yourself, I'm amazing just the way I am right now. I don't want to change. And if you have a compliment, which is a compliment, you get it, which is you look healthy, you look pretty, you look beautiful, then say thank you. That's amazing. And be proud of yourself, because when you were sick and skinny, you look awful, and everyone looked at you and said, shit, this girl looks so bad. But they couldn't tell you face to face because you look that bad. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. It means losing Anna, your anorexia, which is great. Just think about it, live a healthy and happy life. And always, when you start missing your eating disorder, just think about how unhappy you were and how sad and how many time you spent hurting your body, hurting yourself, hurting your feelings. That's the first thing you could do to yourself. I mean, my eating disorder has been definitely the worst part of my life in my whole entire life. So I always think about it. And also I have a question. Do you really want to be unique by looking like someone else? Well, I think it's so hard to say. I mean, it's hard for me to be that honest. But when you have an eating disorder, you feel special. You feel like, oh, she can't restrict it as I do. She can't be like me. She can't hurt herself as I do. So I'm obviously special. I'm the skinniest in the room, which means I'm special and I'm unique. And no one can be like me because they can't restrict as I do. And actually, you do one thing in your life which is comparing yourself to others and wanting to look like the skinniest person you have ever seen in your life. That's the way you want to be unique with your body, with your look. That's so selfish and disgusting. I'm sorry. Next, as you can see, right now I'm wearing super comfortable clothes because I'm home and I don't actually give a fuck. But sometimes I feel like, when you have a bad body image, you have to let yourself wear comfy clothes and not really focusing on your bloated stomach or things like that. That's actually okay, that's cool. But I often feel like I'm gonna meet my friends and they can't see how much weight I have gained, or I can be that honest to people when I'm not even bloated, but I'm actually not brave enough to wear a skirt with tights. And that's actually not a bad body image. That's all about confidence. And you have to train yourself to be able to wear a dress or a skirt and be brave enough to show them your body, not your body but your legs, your stomach, your crop top. I mean, that's crazy, wearing a crop top. Okay, so you have to separate these two things, bad body image and being brave enough. That's hard, I know. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and oh, my tea. And I hope I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want. Bye!